Well, after 3 months of waiting on the edges of our seats, and I don't mean Recaro seats because they went bankrupt, we finally have an announcement about the future of Recaro and how it will fit back into the INEOS Grenadier production process. Hi, it's Josh, and I was a little off in my recent predictions. It seems that INEOS did not invest or purchase Recaro after all, but instead, a large Italian company known for making seat frames and support structures has acquired the Recaro automotive brand. Proma Group of Italy has signed an investment agreement with Recaro Automotive in Germany to take over the business and has now begun the transition period. This investment will allow for operations to continue and relaunch across Europe in January 2025. Now, Proma Group is huge. It has 25 plants on 3 continents and is reported to have revenue of about $1.1 billion in its most recent fiscal year. Now, it will keep the Recaro name as well as several employees from the company's sales and technology departments who will continue to be based near Stuttgart. Proma is one of those silent suppliers that you may have never heard of. However, if you've ever driven one of these car brands, you may have been sitting on a seat frame or driving with an engine mount made by Proma. In January, OEM production will be transferred to Italy with the first seats entering production. The Recaro name is renowned throughout the world as a benchmark of German industrial technology and Proma Group a symbol of Italian manufacturing excellence, says Luca Pino, the CEO of Proma. He goes on to say that he's excited about the future and the quality will be expressed in the automotive markets thanks to the union of 2 first-class companies. It was noted that Recaro automotive operations in North America and Japan are continuing to function as usual. So, this matches up nicely with what we've been hearing from INEOS about a solution being found not requiring any redesign or re-crash testing and production resuming in early January. According to INEOS Automotive, Proma will be delivering the same Recaro branded seats found in the current Grenadier and Quartermaster, the only difference being that they will be manufactured in Italy to the identical original specifications, meaning that INEOS can go straight back into production once the deliveries begin to flow. I had a viewer post details about the Proma acquisition before it was announced, so I didn't do anything with the information as I waited for an official announcement. However, he went on to say that Recaro still had around 12 to 1,500 seat sets manufactured ready to deliver to Hambach, which he speculated would source the initial January production until newly manufactured seats began to flow from Proma in Italy. So it appears that they have something to commence production with as they fire up the Hambach factory back up to full production. In other news, we still see INEOS moving full speed ahead at establishing new sales points by opening dealers. They expect to be to 24 in the US by the year's end, which is basically here. They are now in 50 different markets, which their largest being the US, followed by the UK, Australia, and then Germany. Brand awareness and after-sales support are 2 areas that they are said to be focusing on. A new US parts warehouse is set to be opening, and as the number of Grenadiers on the road grows larger and larger, and that could be good news for those of you who have waited for parts to be shipped from Europe. And of course, we're still waiting for that software update for the overspeed warning, which should be appearing anytime soon. So, for those of you who have a Grenadier or Quartermaster on order, rest assured that your waiting will eventually pay off, and soon you'll be taking delivery of your new Grenadier. I'm still loving mine, and it's doing great with just a couple of character flaws, or I might say quirks, that I'll cover in an update in a video in the coming weeks. It's good to know that we can soon take the worries of Recaro and Hambach production shutdown and see them in the rearview mirror. Let me know in the comments what you think INEOS should be focusing more on, either for new sales or for their existing customers. You might not think so, but they are paying attention. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.